Cincinnati 15 years ago to pursue a career in bluegrass music, and she's been performing at Dollywood ever since. Ashley Bradley is the fiddle player in the Smoky Mountain String Band at the park in Pigeon Forge, and I caught up with her via Zoom. Hi Ashley, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So I understand you learned about bluegrass from your grandpa. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, country music was always a very big thing in our household, and we would watch the Opry every Saturday night, and that's what got me interested in country music and bluegrass.
Well, there's a big jump from being interested in bluegrass and learning how to play it. I guess you first had to learn to play the violin, right?
Yes, I was in orchestra in high school, and I took private classical violin lessons from Eve Warner. It was wonderful. And then I started taking fiddle lessons down here in Pigeon Forge, and that's what helped me get into the bluegrass side.
Okay, so I understand you went on an audition here in Cincinnati when the Dollywood folks were in town, right? And then you just decided to make the move down there?
Yes, I actually auditioned in 2005 down at the Aeronaut Center, downtown Cincinnati, and I got the job, and then I moved to Tennessee.
Well, how hard was it to transition from classical music on a violin to turning that violin into a fiddle and playing bluegrass?
Not easy. It did take some time, but it's nice to have both backgrounds on the fiddle / violin to play.
So you get to sing about Cincinnati. We heard a little bit of that song going into the commercial break there. Do you still come back to Cincinnati? Have you familiarized your family with Cincinnati?
Oh, yes. Actually, my husband's a big Reds fan and Bengals fan, so we have that in common. And we go to Reds games 2 or 3 times a year, so we make it up there quite often.
That's great. Now, people still have time to get down to Dollywood for the Harvest Festival. Tell me a little bit about what they can find if they go by the end of the month.
Okay, well, the Harvest Festival goes through October 31st, and we've got pumpkins during the day and gospel music, and then at night we have something called our Pumpkin Bloomin' Nights, and everything just lights up, and it's very cool.
And what else is very cool is that you can go down there and see Ashley performing with that string band any time of year down at Dollywood. Ashley, thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right.